Hey, good evening, Craigsters. Today we're going to talk about binomial radical expressions. We're going to talk about how to add and subtract them and then how to multiply them. So to add or subtract, they have to have the same radical and the same index. So notice here I have x, y, xy, and the indices are the same, or indexes are the same. So all I have to do is add my coefficients. So 5 plus 7 is 12, and then it's the cube root of xy. Nothing's going to change under the radical or with the radical at all. Okay. Now, in this case, everything looks like we can add or subtract. However, my index or indices or indexes, however you say it, are not the same, so we can't combine this. So this is already simplified. So it's just 7 times the fifth root of 2y minus 7 times the cube root of 2y. All right. So let's go ahead and add this. Looks like we can't add. However, let's simplify our radicals first. So 48 is 4 times 12. 4 is 2 times 2. 12 is 3 times 4. And then 4 is 2 times 2. So I've got these that go together, and then the 3 that stays in. So it's going to come out. So I've got 2 times 2 times the fourth root of 3, or 4 times the fourth root of 3, plus 243. 3 goes into that 81 times. And then 81 is 9 times 9. 9 is 3 times 3, and 3 times 3. I need groups of 4, so I'm going to group those 4 together, and they're going to come out. So it'll be 3 times 3 times the fourth root, and this one, because there's 5 of them, is going to stay in of 3. So that's plus 9 times the fourth root of 3. When I add those together, I'm going to get 13 times the fourth root of 3. And there's my answer. All right. So now I've got two binomials, so I'm going to multiply. And I'm going to use FOIL, a box, whatever you like to multiply. So if I distribute the 1, I'm going to get 1 times 2, which is 2, and 1 times negative root 5, which is negative root 5. Now I'm going to distribute this negative root 5. So times 2 is minus 2 root 5. And then here I've got the negative there. So negative and a negative is a positive square root of 25. So if I simplify, I'm going to get 2. Combining my like terms, remember that's like a 1 there. So minus 3 root 5. Then the square root of 25 is 5. And now I'll add my like terms of 2 and 5, which will give me 7. And then that's minus 3 root 5. Okay. Let's actually change this to the fourth root, just because I want to. Okay, if I multiply this out, I'm going to get 5 minus 2. Actually, we'll just leave it as the square root. Times the square root of 3. And 4 minus 2 times the square root of 3. Again, I'm going to distribute, so 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times negative 2 root 3 is negative 8 root 3. Going to multiply this. So negative 2 root 3 times 4 is negative 8 root 3. And then negative 2 times root 3 times 2 root 3 is just I'm going to write this out. So it's going to be the 2 times the 2 and the root 3 times the 3, just so that you can see that. If I combine my like terms, 8 and 8 is 16, so it's minus 16 root 3 plus 6 root 9. Square root of 9 is 3, and 3 times 6 is 18. So now I've got 16 minus 16 root 3. I'm going to combine my like terms, and I'm going to get 34 minus 16 root 3. All right, so hopefully today you learned how to add or subtract radical expressions and how to multiply binomial expressions. Have a math-tastic day.